Don't like your opponents blocking your creature? Why let them? Welcome to another game of FFA Clonehead Commander, featuring myself playing Elesh Norn, Josh playing Feldon of the Third Path, Rob once again playing his signature deck, and Original Kyle playing his Savra Queen of the Golgari deck. Original Kyle is back in town for Christmas. Oh wow, we filmed this a long time ago. Anyway, starting hands look like thus. Kyle starts the game with Viscera. Oh, by the way, did you notice the glaring lack of green mana in Kyle's starting hand? Rob scries with Temple of Mystery. Myself and Josh both play a land. Kyle plays another non-green land. Rob casts Exploration, laying down snow-covered plains and Flooded Strand, and then sacks it, paying a life and putting Tundra onto the battlefield. Rob casts Umezawa's Jitte. I cast Luminarch Ascension. Josh casts Cold Steel Heart, naming red. I trigger Ascension at the end of Josh's turn, since he did not make me lose life. Kyle plays Volrash Stronghold, which has a cool effect, but does not produce green mana. Kyle attacks me for 1 with Viscera Singer, so that I won't trigger my Angel Maker on this turn. Rob plays Celestial Colonnade and Strip Mine, and then casts Rafiq of the Many. I miss my 3rd land drop, meaning I'm not going to win this game, and cast Expedition Map instead. Josh casts Solemn Simulacrum, finding another Snow Mountain. Kyle plays Boseiju, who does not produce green mana. Kyle attacks me again for 1. On Rob's turn, he casts Finest Hour and attacks and kills me twice for 22 commander damage. Josh casts Wormcoil Engine. Rob casts Mirari's Wake and attacks Josh with Rafiq. Josh blocks the Rafiq first attack with Solemn Simulacrum, drawing a card, and the second attack with Wormcoil Engine. The engine dies without killing Rafiq due to first strike, but Josh does get 2 Wormcoil tokens. Josh starts his turn by casting Caged Sun, naming red. Josh then attacks Rob for 6 with his tokens, gaining Josh 3 life from the life-linking Wormcoil token. Josh then screds Rafiq for 7, killing the powerful commander. Kyle entombs at the end of Josh's turn, putting a Golgari Grave Troll into his graveyard. Kyle continues his streak of not drawing green mana, but on the plus side, now every card in his hand is green. Rob casts Garruk Wildspeaker and pluses it to untap 2 lands. Rob then casts Wargate for 7, getting Prophet Akrufix, the only 7 CMC card that only costs 5 mana. Rob passes and untaps on Josh's turn. Josh casts Tuk Tuk Scrapper, blowing up Rob's Jitte, which oddly hasn't done anything all game. Josh casts Feldon of the Third Path and Siege Gang Commander, making 3 goblins. At the end of Josh's turn, Rob flashes in Knight of the Reliquary and recasts Rafiq. How many more days until POK gets banned? Guesses anyone? Kyle draws and plays Temple of the False God and casts Ogre Slumlord. Kyle, not drawing green mana, is literally getting funnier every turn at this point. On his turn, Rob sacks Plains with his Knight, getting Rogue's Passage, which is not a very nice card, and uses it on Rafiq. Rob also suits up his commander with Sword of Feast and Famine. Rafiq attacks and kills Josh without even breaking a sweat. Post-combat, Rob casts Batterskull. Now, still with no green mana, it's up to Kyle to take on the mighty Rafiq. Kyle pays 2 life with Boseiju and pays 6 life with Toxic Deluge, casting the sorcery for 6, wiping the board. Kyle sacks both of his creatures to scry 1, putting both non-green manas on the bottom. Kyle then casts Altar of Dementia. Rob activates Treetop Village, equips it with Sword of Feast and Famine and Batterskull, then attacks Kyle with the Beefy Ape twice for a total of 23 damage, untapping his lands twice and Kyle discarding twice. Kyle draws and plays Command Tower, approximately 8 turns too effing late. On his turn, Rob once again goes the Treetop Village win route. Rob then attempts to equip the ape with his sword, but now with green mana, Kyle putrefies the village. Rob adds 2 green mana in response. Luckily for Rob, with the help of Garrick, Rob has enough mana to activate Celestial Colonnade and attack Kyle for 6, and then 7 damage, winning the game for Rob. For the recap this time, Kyle and I both didn't get one of our colors. The difference is that I was only playing one color. People tend to crap themselves when they see Luminarch Ascension, which is why I drew so much hate early game despite not doing anything. Rob went fairly unhindered, easily establishing his dominance that game. Josh had some good plays that game, but it's very hard to get around a lethal Rafiq with Rogue's Passage. Josh and I were pulling for the underdog Savra, but it was just too late at that point. Alright, that's it for now. I'm gonna go watch my favorite movie, Home, a Clone. Peace.
Yeah, sure. Good.
Shouldn't have cast Feldon.
I'll cast Batter Skull and untap 2. Pass turn.
Do it, Kyle. It's all you.
God, this shit this entire
So since I'm gonna do one.